You casually set a drink on your car hood to warm it up, never expecting it to attract the school's ice queen. She sat in the passenger seat and whispered to you, "It's my first time, so it's 20 grand, okay?" Damn, I just got dumped. And now a girl is already coming on this strong? You noticed the water bottle in her hand and instantly figured out what was going on. You reached out to take the bottle back, but she panicked and shrank away. "Hold on, miss, I think you got the wrong idea. Look, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I only put that water there to warm it up. It's not what you think." After hearing that, the girl lowered her head in disappointment and got out. Then you noticed the school ID she had dropped. You quickly got out and called out to Lucy, who was about to leave. Lucy's pupils shrank. "He knows me? If he tells people about this, how am I supposed to face anyone?" Lucy forced herself to stay calm. "I'm not her. You have the wrong person. Don't be nervous, I won't tell anyone. I know you must have your reasons. This might be a little forward, but can you tell me why you need so much money?" Lucy froze for a second. Even though they had just met, she somehow felt a little trust toward the boy in front of her. She lowered her head and said softly, "My mom is sick, she needs surgery." "What about your dad? He ran off years ago." Looking into Lucy's clear eyes, you finally decided to help her. You had just met, but you could tell she truly needed the money. After paying Lucy's surgery bill, you went alone to a barbecue stall. A blonde-haired guy was waving at you. This was Tom, your best friend from high school. After the SATs, you found out he was a legit rich kid. Back in school, he even mooched snacks like chips off you. The two of you had tons of great memories from high school. You ate and talked. Suddenly, Tom paused and said hesitantly, "Jack, you and Anna?" You went quiet for a moment and said, "She dumped me. You two used to have the best relationship. How did you just break up like that?" You waved it off. People change. Enough about me. What about you? What number girlfriend are you on now? Let me count. 20 or 21? You suddenly remembered Tom also went to Southview University, but he was a junior, 1 year above Lucy. So you asked, "Have you heard the name Lucy before?" Tom's eyes lit up. "She's the campus beauty. I confessed to her freshman year, and she totally ignored me. She never accepted any gifts either." After saying that, Tom leaned in with a smug grin. "What, already trying to start something new?" You pushed him away with a blank face. "She helped my brother. I'm just asking about her." Just then, noise from the next table caught your attention. Your eyes narrowed. 3 punk-looking guys had surrounded Lucy. You and Tom rushed over without hesitation and stood in front of Lucy. "It's just a hair. No need to give her a hard time, right?" The guy in front looked closely at you and swallowed back what he was about to say. "I was just eating. I didn't mess with you. Don't do anything crazy." After that, he threw down some cash and left without looking back. You were confused about why they were suddenly so scared. The barbecue owner beside you smiled and said, "You two are Lucy's friends, right? Thanks for helping out. This meal's on me." You quickly waved him off. Tom immediately said, "Sir, I already said this one's on me. Don't steal my moment." The owner froze, then said, "Then I'll give you a discount." It was late. As you and Tom finished eating and got ready to leave, you noticed a girl in the corner looking over. Tom looked at you with a sly grin. "Jack, I'm heading out. Hope you have a beautiful night." You and Lucy walked down the street with about a fist's distance between you. Lucy spoke first. "Thank you, you had already helped me so much." "It was nothing." "Why aren't you staying at the hospital to take care of your mom?" Lucy shook her head. "She's already asleep, and the nurses are watching her. I can work a few hours at the shop. I'll definitely pay you back." "No rush, we can talk about it after your mom gets better." Lucy looked up at you, a hint of confusion in her eyes. "Can I ask why you're helping me so much?" You shook your head helplessly. "So she does care about that." "Funny enough, it's because of those 3 guys from earlier." Lucy looked completely confused. "My little brother got into it with them a few days ago. If you hadn't helped, he probably would have been disciplined." Lucy thought for a moment and finally remembered helping a boy. But that boy didn't seem worried about whether she would get punished. He just kept asking if I was single and if I wanted his brother's contact. Thinking of that, Lucy somehow blurted out, "Are you seeing anyone?" You paused, then said seriously, "If you can't pay the money back for a while, it's fine. I don't need it urgently." Lucy hurried to explain. "That's not what I meant. Your brother wanted to set you up with someone." You immediately realized your brother was behind this. He had always disliked Anna and kept telling you to break up. He even kept fantasizing about getting you a new girlfriend. You could only answer, "I used to. But we broke up today. It's getting late. I'll take you back to campus." Lucy shook her head. "I rent a place off campus and dorm curfew passed a long time ago." Lucy rented a place in an old, rundown neighborhood. It was cramped, crowded, and the environment was pretty bad. "This is far enough. Sorry for troubling you again." Lucy lowered her head and said goodbye. She felt like she owed you more and more. "Goodbye, I hope your mom recovers smoothly." As Lucy turned to go inside, she couldn't help wanting to look back. When she did, she saw Jack leaning painfully against the wall, his face pale. Lucy's pupils shrank. "What's wrong with you?" "Old problem. I'll be fine in a bit. Should I take you to the hospital?" "No, the test results are the same every time." After saying that, you took a deep breath and tried to leave while holding back the pain. Suddenly, Lucy stopped you. "How about you stay at my place tonight? It's hard to get a cab here. And you drank, so you can't drive." Lucy seemed like a different person, clear-headed and even a little firm. You opened your mouth but couldn't argue, so you finally nodded. "Put your arm over my shoulder." "Isn't that kind of inappropriate? I live on the 7th floor and there's no elevator. Are you sure you can make it up like this?" You suddenly wondered if the Lucy in front of you had been swapped out. Was this really the same girl who kept looking down and stammering earlier? Then it hit you. Maybe Lucy just wasn't good at talking to people, but when it came to handling things, she was sharp and decisive. After that, you put your arm over her shoulder. Your faces were so close, she could even feel your hot breath. Lucy felt her cheeks heat up and secretly glanced at you. But your eyes were already squeezed shut from the pain. "He's like this and still says he's fine. Why is this guy so stubborn?" Her rented room was tiny, but it had everything she needed. I don't think I have any medicine at home. Just boil me some hot water. Lucy quickly got up to boil water. After drinking a couple sips, you finally felt a little better. Just let me rest for a while. You should get some sleep too. School just started. You must be busy too, right? Lucy froze, and the way she looked at you became complicated. How can someone be like this? He's clearly suffering, yet he still worries about others. You can sleep on the bed. If you feel worse, just call me. Okay, sorry for the trouble. After Jack closed his eyes and lay down, Lucy finally breathed a sigh of relief and went to shower. After her shower, Lucy curiously looked at the boy in front of her, but then your body suddenly moved, scaring her into covering her mouth. When you calmed down, she walked over to the small table and started preparing tomorrow's meeting materials. Just then, you suddenly opened your eyes. You were in too much pain to sleep, and after seeing Lucy fresh out of the shower, you pretended to sleep to avoid awkwardness. All these years, you and Anna had never even slept in the same room. Honestly, you were pretty foolish. Watching Lucy work, you suddenly felt bad for the girl in front of you. Before long, Lucy rubbed her temples. Just as she was about to lie down, your phone suddenly rang. Who would be calling this late? Lucy was afraid it would disturb your rest, so she immediately muted it. After making sure you hadn't woken up, she looked at the phone, a little annoyed. What a weird contact name. Lucy was going to hang up, but she worried it might be something important. After hesitating, she went to the bathroom and answered. Hello, Jack. May I ask who's calling? The other end went silent for a long moment. Then the once pleasant voice instantly turned sharp. Who are you? Why are you answering his phone? Anna thought she would feel completely free after the breakup, but after they split, she felt this hollow emptiness inside. So under the influence of alcohol, she called you without thinking. Just then, Lucy's voice interrupted her thoughts. Are you his ex-girlfriend? That's none of your business. Who are you? Put Jack on the phone. He's asleep. Call him during the day. Anna thought you would be devastated after the breakup, but she never expected you to replace her so quickly. Furious, Anna immediately started cursing. Jack, you really are trash. Acting so thoughtful all the time. You're such a fake man. Breaking up with you was the right choice. For once, anger appeared in Lucy's eyes because Anna wasn't insulting her. She was insulting someone Lucy thought was truly good. Suddenly, Lucy thought of something, and her cheeks turned red. Actually, I should thank you. I've liked Jack for a long time. Thanks for giving me the chance to finally become his girlfriend. After saying that, Lucy hung up without hesitation. Touching her burning cheeks, Lucy's heart was racing like crazy. But now she probably won't bother Jack anymore, right? Lucy clasped her hands together, hoping he wouldn't blame her for meddling. The next morning, when you woke up, Lucy had already gone to school. After washing up, you stepped out. You found your phone on the small table where Lucy had worked last night, with a bowl of steaming white porridge beside it. You walked to the table and found a small note. I happen to be out of ingredients, so I only made some porridge. I hope you don't mind. Your stomach seems pretty sensitive, so try to drink less from now on. After reading it, you felt warm inside. This girl really knew how to take care of people. You smiled without realizing it. Wasn't Lucy supposed to be the ice-cold campus beauty? She didn't seem that cold after all. Just as you finished getting ready to leave, you suddenly noticed a piece of paper by her bed. It was a meeting report. After picking it up, you saw the meeting date was today. After thinking it over, you decided to take it to her. After entering the campus, you casually stopped a girl who was walking slowly. Hey, excuse me, where does the student council usually hold meetings? The girl looked you over and replied coldly. What do you need? I need to see the student council president. The president is usually busy and doesn't have time for guys with bad intentions like you. You froze for a second, but still shamelessly said, I'm also on the student council. I just transferred from another campus. I don't know my way around, so I'm late. The girl sneered. You're really lying right to my face? I'm the student council vice president. I know everyone on the student council. With no choice, you pulled out the meeting report. I really do need to see your president. She left her meeting report with me. The girl looked at it suspiciously, then said, Follow me. When the two of you arrived, Lucy first looked at you in surprise, then turned to the vice president and said, Why did you still come? Didn't I say I could present it for you? It's fine, don't worry, I rested up too. It turned out Lucy had finished organizing everything very late last night, and the vice president still had to summarize and present it. Lucy felt bad, so she told her not to come today. She said just sending the material would be enough, but this girl still came anyway. Lucy shook her head helplessly, then turned to look at you, who had already become the center of attention. You took out the finished meeting report and handed it over. You dropped this on the way. I brought it over for you. Hearing that, everyone instantly lost interest. So he was just delivering something. They thought they were about to see the classic scene of the president coldly rejecting another guy. What they didn't notice was that the vice president, standing closest to them, covered her mouth and stared at you in disbelief. Was she about to say she left it at home? In an instant, the well-read vice president had already imagined countless dramatic plots. Calm down, I must have heard wrong. How could Lucy ever deal with a bad guy like this? To everyone's surprise, Lucy actually said to you, Thank you. You even made a special trip for this. This report is important. I can't believe I didn't notice it was missing. Her tone was no longer as cold as usual. Instead, it carried a hint of nervousness. Now that I've delivered it, I won't interrupt your meeting. I'll get going. I'll also check on my little brother. The freshmen have military training these days. Your brother should be on the field. You nodded and got ready to leave. Lucy seemed to hesitate for a second, then stopped you. Wait, are you free at noon? I want to treat you to lunch. Everyone below immediately looked shocked. Sure, just message me when your meeting is over.